Listen up, hockey fans. You're in the right place. A no-hold-barred debate between two hockey fans. Stay up to date on current issues in the NHL, even the controversial ones. Welcome to The Debate Hockey Podcast with your host, Brad Burud.
We're going to battle this, boys. Guys, we're going to battle this. Have your emotions in the right place. Be in the moment. We're going to find a way. We always come back. We'll find a way.
We're back, and it's time for episode 33, our third episode of this season, and it's September 23rd, 2018. Blake, 10 days until we start this NHL season.
Yeah, preseason has been okay.
It has been okay.
It has been good. I've liked.
There's been
some good games, but I'm pretty
some good
impressed with the
roster
rookies.
battles, though.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot, especially in Vancouver, a lot of roster spots available.
But there is.
The
It's kind of all over the place if you really think about it.
Is.
I mean,
I was watching the Buffalo game the other day, and they were looking good. Dallin, you look pretty good.
it is now we're hitting to the part of the preseason.
A lot of high scoring games, oh hey.
Yeah.
I was watching the Toronto
defensive breakdowns. That's more.
I was watching
common
the Toronto Buffalo game, and in the first 2 minutes, it was 3-1 Toronto. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh God, I'm so sick of hearing about Toronto.
I know.
Man, oh man, am I Toronto out?
Honestly, I'm from Canada, and I'm like, okay, just shut the hell up about this team. These fans are so delusional about John Tavares, and we're winning the cup this year, and he's played 2 preseason games. Settle down, and I'm going to talk about that in my 6-pack thoughts. I'm gonna go deep into that, because it's getting out of hand, and this season hasn't even started yet. It's ridiculous.
We're 10 days away, and now we get into where preseason. They start filtering through the rosters a little bit. We have a little bit more of the day in day out NHL players taking some more ice time, and now's where we really get it wound up and get excited for the season. And I'm more excited for this season than I have been in a long time. I'm raring to go, and just a few more nights, and we get to sit back and enjoy that.
Well, yeah. See, I'm pretty excited too, just simply because of the fact that there's so much young talent that's taking over the NHL, right? The NHL is younger than ever, faster than ever, right? And, to think all these kids are around my age and they're just dominating the league, right? It's pretty cool.
Well, there's one dominating the league last year around my age, but now he's retired. So. Yeah. I wonder what Yager's doing.
Yeah, I don't know. He's probably working out at 2 a.m. with the vest on and eating popcorn and drinking Coke at night. I don't know. I miss that guy. What a legend.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get going on the show, Blake.
For sure.
I'm Brad Burud. Co-host is Blake Friars, and we're here every week. Usually the podcast will come out on Monday or Tuesday evening. Tonight on the show, we're going to talk about the Domi Suckerpunch. We're going to run through the unsigned RFAs, give you our thoughts on those, and then kind of talk some preseason hockey. Talk a little bit about what we prefaced here in the opening about some of the guys we think look good, some of the standouts, some of the teams that are showing things, and see if we should worry about some other teams. But it should be a good show tonight, and we'd like to thank our sponsor, CoolHockey.com. They jumped on with us this year, and boy, that's a great website. They've got a lot of nice jerseys and a lot of nice hockey clothing.
Yep.
Stop on there, grab yourself a new jersey, type in Inside 20 when you're at the checkout, save yourself 20% off, and definitely support those guys because they support us, and we really appreciate that.
CoolHockey.com. Jerseys online since '99.
All right, we're a week into preseason hockey, and we've already got a sucker punch. What is going on, Blake?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what was really going through Max Domi's head at this point.
Well, when the hit started, Ekblad was just barely bumping him in the corner. Barely bumped him.
Yeah, okay, but those two have a history, right? They've had a history in the last couple years. I've looked it up. And I've looked into it, and they've had their battles over the years when Domi was
pre-season.
I get that, but was it dirty? Yeah, very dirty. But I think that Max Domi, I don't know. I don't know if he thought he had to set the tone with his new team, or if he had to. If
you want me to break that down for you,
if he had to set stuff straight, I don't know. But with Ekblad's concussion problems, that really is scary. He's one of the top D-men in the NHL, and
I'll tell you
It's
what.
honestly going to be interesting to see
Okay.
when they next play.
Domi's got enough worries on his plate right now.
Mm-hmm.
Domi's going to be the next sacrificial lamb thrown into the Montreal Canadiens to center their first line. And let's face facts, Domi is no first-line center in the National Hockey League.
He's a third-line max.
And now
Maybe second line.
He's feeling that pressure because you know what? It's all over the press in Montreal already. And now he goes out there and he sucker punches one of the better defensemen in the league in a preseason meaningless game on a meaningless play. And now you know what he's done? He's created more worries for himself.
Well, yeah, I mean, you better keep his head up next time those two teams
Because
play.
you know what? I do think
He's going to have to drop the gloves.
Yeah.
100% he is. And
He's gonna have to answer
He
the
knows
bell.
that. Whether it's McKenzie or whether it's who's that other tough guy in there? I think they might Ekblad and him they might go. I think Ekblad might actually want to say, okay, you want to sucker punch me? All right, let's duke it out right now.
I think Ekblad would kick the shit out of him.
I think so too. I mean, but Domi did. Remember when Domi one-punched Ryan Kessler? Remember that?
Yeah, but every dog has a day.
And Ryan Kessler is a lot bigger than Domi,
Yeah.
right? Domi's a little feisty guy, but he doesn't need to play like that. Like, I think Domi's a solid player.
Yeah.
He'll be a solid 20 goal scorer for Montreal, maybe 25.
No way.
Maybe 25, 20 to 25 max. No, I think he has
20 max.
He has the potential to score 25, I think, this year. I really do think he does.
Well, first off,
I mean, who's scoring goals?
the hell's gonna score in
exactly.
Montreal?
I don't know. Like, Tatar, Tatar's going to score some goals.
Everybody rips on Ottawa
Yeah.
as being the biggest disgrace in the league.
Well,
How much
Montreal's-
Montreal should send Ottawa a Christmas card this year for thinking to take the heat off because Montreal is not much more. I mean, they're as screwed up as Ottawa.
I mean,
is.
Ottawa, Montreal, and Vancouver are kind of all in the same.
No, Vancouver's screwed up, but they're not as screwed up as Montreal.
But
and Ottawa.
they all have the same problem. They don't score goals.
Yes, but okay. Here's the
But
difference,
you
though.
want to know why Montreal?
Montreal
You want to know why Montreal doesn't get that same treatment that Ottawa's getting? Because they got Carey Price, and when Carey Price is healthy, they're somewhat relevant, right? Correct. Carey Price single-handedly could win games. Yes, he can.
With their old roster, yes. With their new roster, no.
He can still win games with this roster.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can. He can steal games. He has it in him to do that.
Oh, he's going to win some games. Montreal's not going to lose every game this year. But
If Carey Price is good, he's going to steal games this year.
have you looked at their depth chart?
No, I get that. They're going to struggle to score goals, but
They're going to struggle to keep goals out of
Carey
their net.
Price is Carey Price when he won the Hart Trophy. They're going to win games.
But he's going to see 50 shots a night. How many games can the poor guy play?
Okay, well, first of all, I don't think they'll be giving up 50 a night. They're not an AHL team, for God's sake. But I'm saying they're going to win I think if they're going to win games, they're going to win a lot of 2-1 games, 3-2 games, 3-1 empty netter games.
Well, they're not going to win a lot of 5-4 games because they can't score 5.
That's what I'm saying. If they're going to win games, they're going to be 1 goal, 2-1 gritty victories because Price stands on his head.
Yeah.
So, if Price isn't even half of what he should be, right? If he repeats like last year, they're going to be bottom 3 in the league easily.
I think they're going to be bottom 3 in the league.
Like
I do.
I have him
I
6.
do.
I have them ahead of Detroit and Ottawa this year.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it'll be easy to say. But going back to Domi, like, it is such a joke. Like, the guy he might as well not even suspended him because he doesn't get a regular season game.
You know, the real travesty in this whole thing isn't even the sucker punch. It's how the league handled it in my mind.
They had a chance to send a message and set the standard and say, like, this shit's not happening this year. Domi gets like 5 regular season games.
You know what?
Why suspend him 5 preseason games?
Yeah.
Like
now,
he's going to go.
Now he can sit back
he's
and
gonna go
lounge
home,
and
sit on the
practice.
couch.
He'll practice
Yeah.
and get ready for the season to start.
It's stupid.
It's not even a punishment.
I know it's a joke. It
What
really
they
is.
should have done is 3 to 5 regular season games
yeah.
to start the year off, And then that sets a tone for the league
for like Brad Marchand
for the whole rest of the year.
Okay, so Brad Marchand thinks, oh, Domi, you only got like 5 preseason games. If I do it, I'm only going to get like one game suspension.
That's all they would get.
It's because he's the poster boy of the National Hockey League. Stupid.
I think the National Hockey League had a huge opportunity to set the tone.
I know, yeah.
Right before the season starts.
Mm-hmm.
And they failed. They failed miserably on that.
Who is in charge? Is it George Perro still?
I believe so. And you know what? That's not an easy job. But all you need to do is get a spreadsheet.
Think about it.
Keep a spreadsheet.
George Perro did a lot of that in his day. He fought,
I never saw George Perro sucker punch.
No,
he might have.
Might have once, but you know what I mean? Like that type of player might have like a restraint on suspending him. You know what I mean?
I don't want to. I'm trying to think of a player that is a softie. I don't
know, but whatever. It is what it is. It sucks that the NHL handled it the way they did, but hopefully when the games matter, that they get the call right.
I hope so. You know what? Let's move on, though. Let's talk about unsigned RFAs.
Mm-hmm. You want to talk about the signed ones, too, just in case listeners aren't aware?
Yes, you roll through the signed ones,
and
then I'll give you my 2 cents.
Miles Wood signed a 4-year deal.
Irrelevant.
Yesterday, it is relevant. 4 years, $2.75. Darnell Nurse signed a bridge deal with the Edmonton Oilers, 2 years, $3.2 million. I didn't think they were going to get a deal done before camp, but
do you think Darnell Nurse is overrated?
Yes and no. I think he's a good, solid D-man for his size, right? And he's going to play big minutes for the Oilers. That's why this is a prove yourself deal, right? He gets $3.2 million bucks for the next 2 years. This is the
classic.
This is it. Like if you don't perform in these 2 years, you're gone. Like that's literally what it's going to come down to, right? And then that's kind of the same thing as Sam Reinhart. He signed a 2-year deal, $3.65 million. I think
Sam Reinhart's going to do good.
Did you look at his second half last year?
I know.
He was almost a point per game.
He was. He was 2 points shy of a point per game.
A point per game, yeah. He turned it on.
But, it's all situations, isn't it?
Yeah, it all
you gotta remember, too, like the
Phil
second half of
Housley.
the year, though, Buffalo could have given 2 shits less if they won. So he played loose.
No, he played loose.
And I'm not knocking him. I'm not dragging him because I do. I think he's going to have a good year this year. I think he's going to earn his keep there, and I think he's going to end up getting a big contract in the end out of this.
The problem, Buffalo's got a good problem. They got a lot of depth on the wings, right? They just brought in Sherry Skinner. They brought in some others. So Reinhart's like, oh shit, I gotta perform, right, or else I'm gonna get moved down the depth chart. But I think he's gonna be on the first unit power play. He might even be on the first line of Jack Eichel. I'm not sure. But and then the last RFA, I really like this deal. Josh Morrissey gets a 2-year deal, $3.1 million, and for the Jets, that's huge because
I like him.
They're gonna have to sign Laine next year or this offseason. So getting him, he's underrated.
When is the last time?
Good.
When is the last time you said, "Wow, that was a dumb move," and had the Jets in the same sentence?
There hasn't been one yet for me.
I'm serious. Triple day off of the
maybe I think it was maybe
Bufflin. I would have traded Bufflin.
No,
I would have.
No,
that's the only
for what,
one.
Though?
Well, they would have got a good premium on him 2 years ago.
Yeah, they'll have to eat half his salary because he's making what, $7 million bucks?
Well, they overpaid him.
Well, you have to.
That's the only move.
Okay, was it a dumb move?
But he's improved. He's improved defensively the last 2 years.
Well, he's lost weight.
He has. He's improved defensively. So that saved the day there.
A dumb move maybe for Cheveldayoff was this offseason when he traded Joel Armia and Steve Mason to open up cap to sign Paul Stastny. They didn't get the deal done. I think.
Yeah, but you know what? That's going to help him in the long run.
I don't know, man.
Well, we got to have room for Laine.
I think they do have room for Laine.
No, I know, but
again, they put Stastny's money.
Losing Stastny though is going to be the end all be all.
No, it doesn't. But Stastny's a good
He's
player.
a good hockey player, but I don't think it's going to phase the Jets.
It helped the Jets because in a way, they used the money they're going to give to Paul Stastny and they gave it to Connor Hellebuyck, right?
They are so loaded in the
they
prospect
are.
pool that it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
But all their prospects are in the NHL right now.
No, they're not.
Besides, who though?
Look at their chart. They have got this hockey team is set for quite a few years if they play their cards right.
If they don't get dumb like Chicago.
Yes, and I don't think Shovel Day off is too conservative.
But there's a time.
He's the only GM that I've heard say, "Just give me time.
Give me time. Yeah,
play my course.
Yep.
Play my course."
I agree.
And you know what?
I agree. No, his plan. He's got a good plan.
No one can say he was stupid because he's played all his cards right and he's doing great.
But there's a time though when the GM's like, okay,
it's now.
We got a window. We're going for it.
The next
this
3
year.
years.
No, this year. From this year until 2022.
Yep.
2020. That's their window.
Yeah.
I think. Right.
Yep. Oh yeah.
3 to 4 year window. We got to win now.
But look at this though. Look at how far they went last year, and they weren't even
even
in their window yet.
It's not cap friendly here, so they got Scheifele, Ehlers, Wheeler, and Little all locked up for the next 5 years. Little, that might hurt him. He's making $5.2 million for the next 5 years.
Yeah, but with the cap going up, everybody's going to be making $5.2 million.
And then they got to pay Laine and Kyle Connor. Oh, he is gonna get paid.
If your worst signing is Little at 5.2,
do you think
that makes the Lucic thing look like a big?
Okay, so another problem here with the Jets. What are they going to do to Tyler Myers and Jacob Trouba next year? They got to pay them both. They got to pay. I think they got to pay. They got to pay Laine, Connor, Trouba, and Myers next year.
I think they've already accepted the fact that Trouba might be gone.
They better not let him walk for nothing.
No, I don't think they will. I don't think they want to lose Trouba. He's so good. There's been talk for 3 years though of problems in and out. I want out of Winnipeg. I want So I just kind of wonder.
I forgot they had Vasilinen too.
I
forgot about.
See what I'm talking about? This team is loaded.
Niku.
Yeah, this team's good. This team's loaded.
Then they got Logan Stanley. He's not bad. Nick Patan.
Yeah,
Canadian World Junior legend. No, Eric Comrie too. He's a good young goalie. He's going to start the year in the AHL. Or no, he might back up Hellebuyck this year.
No.
You don't think so?
They want him to have time.
Well, who's their backup?
They want him to have time.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they signed Laurent Brossoit. He was so bad last year for Edmonton. Oh, man. Connor Hellebuyck's going to have to play 60, 70 games because that guy ain't winning any games.
Well, he will when Winnipeg can score 6 of them.
Oh, man. It's going to be like when Niemi was on Chicago. And they had to score 8 goals to win. It's not a final against Philly.
Let's talk unsigned ones. And
yeah, the first one for me,
No, we're not talking Nylander.
No. Shea Theodore. That's that. I think that's the. I think if that might. Out of all the ones that are unsigned, that will hurt that team the most.
Agree,
right? Because
agree.
If Nylander holds out for a little bit. Toronto is stacked up front. They don't really need Nylander right early in the season.
The Theodore one, I think will
top 2. They're not close. I read reports they're not. They're millions of dollars apart. Vegas has got all this cap. I don't know why. Why are you playing games with one of your best?
Because you can. Because he's restricted.
Okay, but he is.
Okay, think about if you were the owner. You hold the cards. Do you think he wants to? What's going to happen to him if he has to sit out a whole year? Ask Johnny Gaudreau how it was coming back. A couple weeks.
He sucked.
I know.
So I don't know why they're playing games.
Why? Who is?
Both parties. Why are you playing games?
The owners aren't playing games.
No, but it's the GM and the
agent. No. He's restricted. He's restricted. So the GM holds the cards.
I get that, but
the player's got to play, right?
It's
not like he's telling him he's going to give him $1 million.
But do you think that agents power trip?
Absolutely.
That's their job though, right? To get their player, the most.
Okay,
money.
Think about this play. That agent is getting a percentage of that player's salary that he signs.
Yeah.
So it's a pay raise for him.
Yeah.
He doesn't give. I mean, he's going to fight
for
everything.
But think about it. All these agents have so many clients. Why does it even matter?
Well, there's a lot of agents out there. I mean.
But a lot of agents have different players in every team. Correct. So, like, I don't know why Vegas is. They have all this cap.
Oh, well, okay. You want to know why?
Get it signed.
Because all of a sudden, if this keeps going and they keep having successful years, they're going to have to keep using more cap. And then all of a sudden, that cap's going to be gone. And if you got it on bad contracts, that's bad.
Shea Theodore, can you really get him to a bad contract?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what he's asking.
I think he's probably going to want like $5-6 million bucks.
But we don't know. We don't know what he's asking.
We don't know, but I'm saying that's my prediction.
So,
I think he's going to make like $6 million bucks.
You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys ask for these contracts, and it's like, are you kidding me? But you got to ask Kai,
Let
too.
me bring up their cap space.
But it doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. I was curious. They have $9 million in cap space.
Yeah.
And Shea Theodore's the only guy they got to sign.
Yeah.
And then next year,
I want $7 million cap space.
Carlson, Alex Tuck, Nosek, Nate Schmidt, who's suspended for the first 20 games.
27.
Is it 27?
I thought it was 27 games.
I thought it was 20.
How they came up with that number, but
Maybe they just gave him like a percentage of the season.
yeah, I don't know.
And then, that's it. And they got $23 million cap next year. So, I don't know what's the deal here. Like, why? I don't know why both parties, come meet,
Okay.
It's the same thing with Kachuk. Like, this guy thinks he's worth $7 million. No, he's probably getting like $5 million.
Matthew Kachuk.
Yeah, he's getting like $5 million bucks.
No, I think he'll get higher than that.
Well, he ain't getting $7 million. So, okay, maybe they'll meet in the middle and get $6 million.
I think he gets 6.25.
That's ridiculous.
I think
he's not getting $300,000 less than Johnny Gaudreau. It's not happening.
I think he's gonna be one of the Flames leaders.
Okay, he might be their next captain, but right now he's not worth $6.25 million.
But you can't lose him.
Hey,
right? You can't lose him, right?
Traveling's going to struggle to get this deal done.
You think Treliving's going to struggle on this one?
He is going to struggle.
I don't.
But I there's a part of me that's saying Brad Treliving's not going to let this guy. Traveling. I don't know. Is that a Canadian name? Oh no. Tree Living.
You're Canadian then.
I don't
what
know.
The hell?
Stadlin's Boston Pizza.
Does he?
I think he does it all. Yeah, I think he does.
I like Boston Pizza.
Yeah, that's good. They should get one here. Why not North Dakota? I think he does. But anyways,
okay. Now, let's talk about somebody else here, though.
Willie Nylander?
No.
Oh, I thought we were talking about RFAs.
We are.
Nick Ritchie.
Okay,
Yeah,
this isn't going to be a long conversation. He had 27 points.
27. Why is this guy holding out? 27 points. What does this guy think he's worth $5 million?
What is he? What
the hell? I saw this that they're not close. What are you not close on? How many points are you going to get next year, or how much salary you want? Seriously.
What kind of leverage do you have?
You have no leverage at all. 27 points. It's ridiculous. Certain players that piss me off so much in the league, and he's one of them. This guy. Why?
He's an R. Well, I understand. I mean, he wants the biggest contract.
I'm reading articles, and this guy's like, he had a career high 27 points. This guy thinks he's worth millions of dollars.
He's still 27 points, so
27 points max. He's getting maybe $3 million.
I don't know. Let's quit talking about him. Who cares? I don't even care if he signs this year.
I really don't care if he holds out. That guy is just ridiculous. 27 points.
All right. So what are we gonna do here, William Nylander?
Let's just go through. This guy had 61 points last year, right? Let's base off some of the contracts, right? Johnny Gaudreau in that range, right?
I don't know. Is he?
I don't even know what to say about this. Toronto has to be careful with this, and that's why I think they're taking.
Well, they hold the cards.
That's why I think
they hold the cards in this.
It's the same thing with Theodore.
But I think the deal is here that
do the Leafs
really need him?
They don't.
So why don't they just move him?
I've been saying this for a month.
Get a defenseman.
Get a top defenseman, even if you have to package a couple picks. Trade him to St. Louis. Go get Colton Parayko.
Oh my God!
No, seriously. Nylander and a first-round pick?
Do you not
plus
think,
a couple
but
prospects?
Do you not think... I don't know why I feel this way. I feel like Colton Parayko's like overrated.
No, he's under Petrangelo's shadow, though. You don't notice him as much. If you put Parayko on Toronto, he's their best defenseman, hands down.
So how hard is that?
No, but I'm saying, you don't notice him in St. Louis because he got Parayko, so he's not in the spotlight in St. Louis. Not as much as he would be.
Yeah, but Blake, I watch enough hockey to not only know the guys that are in the spotlight.
No, I know, but I'm saying he's a good... You can't say he's not a good D-man.
No, I'm not saying he's not good. I'm just saying that, like, that first year he was like, oh, Colton Parayko this, Colton Parayko that. And
he's good. He's like 6'6" defensemen don't grow on trees.
I know.
The guy's a solid shutdown D-man that can score goals.
Don't you think, though, that, like, with William Nylander, if you flash that out there, like... So here's another question. Why doesn't Toronto just call Vegas up and say, hey, like, you got a problem with Theodore, we got a problem with Nylander.
I actually did think
let's fix this problem.
You look at Toronto's D. Morgan Riley, Nikita Zaitsev, who's 26 years old, making $4.5 million. He's a minus 26 last year. Garbage. Jake Gardner. All know about the -5 in Game 7 last year. Ron Haynes, who's 37.
-5. Remember that night?
-5 in Game 7.
Sit it yourself.
Like, what? Like, Babs, I'm not good tonight. You might as well sit me on the bench, okay? Travis Dermott, he was good. He's 21 years old. And Connor Carrick. And with that decor, you are not beating the Tampa Bay Lightning. I don't care how good your offense is. John Tavares could score 7 goals in a 7-game series. Matthews can do the same. You're still not winning.
I am with you.
The Leafs D is so trash.
I hope that the Leafs fans talk to us. Send us tweets.
Send us tweets. I actually want to know because I think Leaf fans are so delusional. It's not even funny. John Tavares scores 2 goals in his
we're gonna get to that
preseason debut.
We're gonna get to that.
And Leafs Twitter goes nuts. I didn't even go on Twitter that night because I was like, I am going crazy reading this shit. And then Sportsnet has the nerve to write an article. John Tavares' debut has Leafs fans dreaming of Stanley Cup hopes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's their job.
Honestly, Sportsnet and TSN, Toronto Sports Network. That's what it is. All of TSN is Toronto, Blue Jays, Raptors.
Well, they talk about the Blue Jays because they're the only team. They talk about the Raptors because they're the only team.
Joke, though. It is stupid. They're like, Winnipeg is so far ahead of Toronto, and they don't even get as much recognition.
Oh, no.
It's ridiculous. Like, Toronto needs to chill out, and I'm going to talk about that in my thick six-pack thoughts. It's just ridiculous.
Well, when are you going to get the 6-pack?
Tomorrow.
All right.
I'll send it off tonight. We'll hopefully get it released tomorrow.
All right.
I'm going to talk about the RFAs. Just tell them what I think about it. Talk about Zetterberg retiring. Leaf fans, how they're just nuts and some other stuff like that. Talk about some preseason.
Have you watched a lot of preseason?
I've watched all the Canucks games. Because I just like
because you're a Canucks fan?
I just like watching that team. I watched Edmonton, Winnipeg. I watched Winnipeg, Calgary the other night. And boy, what else did I watch? I watched Toronto, Buffalo. I'll watch it the odd day when if I'm doing homework, I'll put it on my laptop. But I'm just excited for the regular season to start. This preseason's getting a little. No, I'm not gonna say boring, but I'm just.
No, there's been a lot of good.
I'm just ready for it to start up. Your boy Robin Leonard's 2-0, by the way.
I know.
He's taking him to the playoffs.
I'm telling you,
he's taking him to the playoffs for sure.
I told you.
I can't wait till I get my steak dinner, man. Wow, is that gonna taste good? Brad Burud buys Blake Friars dinner.
I'm not. I'm holding to that. I'm holding to that prediction.
Robin Leonard's gonna be lucky to win 20 games this year.
I just watch the Islanders. They're going to surprise some people. I just watch.
Yeah, they might surprise people, but they ain't making playoffs.
No, just watch.
I will watch.
Thomas Grace has 2 wins this year.
Okay. Y'all know how good he was last year.
Eberle's got 5 points.
Oh, he's got 5
Things
assists.
Are good.
Woohoo!
Things are good on the island.
Barzell's going to be
Things are good on the island. Barzell's got 4 assists. But things are good on the
Who
island.
cares?
Things are good on the island.
Who cares?
So let's talk preseason.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about some of these guys that are looking good. I'm going
Mhm.
to preface this, though, so people don't think I'm stupid.
Yeah.
This is preseason.
Yeah.
So a lot of these games are playing against non-NHLers.
Yeah.
So we're not
How many
silly.
do you got written down?
Take this into consideration. I wrote down 4 people I wanted to talk about. One of them because it pisses me off.
John Tavares.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to talk about him first? Just get it out of the way.
You know what? It won't take me long because I'm going to make about a 3-sentence comment.
Sure.
John Tavares has always been one of my favorites.
Yep.
He was great in the island. He's going to be great in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a class professional.
Yep.
And I think that whole organization, for the most part, offensively,
It's set for
has
long
got their ducks in a row.
Yep.
Defensively, I still think they're a disaster. In net, I think they're pretty good. Do I consider them in the top teams in the league? Yes. Do I consider them a cup contender? No.
No, not with that decor.
And I have never... Let's just put it this way. If right now everybody in Columbus was screaming that they're going to win the cup, the whole NHL world would be saying you are nuts.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's Toronto and because they got the golden boy Tavares...
I'm still saying they're nuts.
They think that... No, their fans think that the world is solved.
They're delusional.
I've, with my team, have been delusional at times too.
Well, me too.
But you're delusional most of the time with your team.
Well, I'm not. I'm
Yes,
optimistic.
You're
I'm optimistic.
silly optimistic, I guess is a term I use for you.
I'm just hoping my boys pan out. You know, I mean, we've been bad for so long.
But
Time to turn it around.
I think that... Do I want Toronto to make the playoffs and go maybe a few rounds? Yeah. I think it'd be fun. Do I think Tavares is going to help this team a lot? Yeah. I still worry a little bit in net for some reason. And
No. Freddie Anderson's one of the top goalies in the league. He might even be borderline top 5.
He looked dandy in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, he looked great in Game 7. Woohoo!
But
Garbage defense. Like, honestly, though, look at Anderson's stats.
I'm not pinning that on him.
Look at Anderson's stats.
He has been a good goalie.
Look at Anderson's stats.
When they got him, I was like, holy cow, that's going to make that team a lot better.
He have Sam Steele for him, though.
I'm a big fan of Sam Steele.
But
I'm
anyway,
a big fan of his.
Look at Freddie Anderson's stats and be like, wow, this guy's good. And you look at their decor, it's like, holy shit, this guy's really good. Like, the decor, you put Tampa Bay's decor in front of Anderson, probably top 3 in the NHL. He has...
Put what? Put Tampa Bay's decor in front of
Anderson.
Yeah,
he probably wins the Vezina.
Probably.
Like, I'm just saying, like...
But I think Tampa
he doesn't
Bay's,
get it.
But
he doesn't get the credit he deserves with such a shitty defense.
Have you ever seen... Name the last goalie that got the credit in Toronto that he deserved? The last goal. I'm not even joking. I'm sitting at Air Canada Centre one night next to a Toronto Maple Leafs season ticket holder. We're chatting, and I told him...
When was this?
This was about 5 years ago.
It's like 2013, back when they had
Sitting there,
J.S. Jaguar. Was J.S. Jaguar there?
5 years ago. J.S. Jaguar was there probably 15 years ago.
No. J.S. Jaguar went there in like 2000.
No.
Late 2000s.
5 years ago, who did they have?
No, it was Reimer. That's when they went to the playoffs that year.
Was in,
so they went for the playoffs that year.
J.S. Jaguar.
No, J.S. Jaguar was there like a couple years ago. Before that,
yeah, like
2011.
2010,
2011, yeah. But James Reimer, that's the year. That was the lockout year, right?
No, it was right. It was a year before the lockout.
The year before, okay.
Okay, so I'm chatting with this season ticket holder, and he's bitching and bitching and bitching about their goaltending.
Yeah.
And I looked at him and I said, "Who's the last goalie you were happy with?"
Cujo?
And he looked me dead in the eye and he said, "Felix Potvin."
Well, yeah, he took him the furthest in the playoffs.
and then wasn't anything after
And lost
that.
to the beloved Vancouver Canucks.
But in that time frame, they had Eddie Belfour. He wasn't an Eddie Belfour fan.
Cujo is probably...
And Curtis Joseph, which Curtis Joseph's a good goalie.
Yeah.
Eddie Belfour's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that...
Oh, you can't forget about Red Light Raycroft. He was so good. They gave up 2 Karask for him. Woohoo, great trade.
But I'm serious. Like, I don't think you're going to make them happy. Like,
Until they win a cup, that team is going to be miserable.
And the last time
the fans are pissed. Every single year, it's like, oh shit, we're going to lose in the first round of playoffs this year because our D is garbage. Just like Leaf fans, just accept your D sucks and you're not winning the cup this year, and you'll be a lot happier. Like, just accept the fact that you're not winning.
I'm not so convinced that based off the moves they have made, which I think are very good, I wouldn't be shocked if they did not make a move to solidify this defense.
What?
They will do something this year, I think. Now,
Is doing something getting past the first round? I mean, that's a step in the right direction compared to last year.
No, you're not listening.
Baby steps,
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Baby steps,
No,
right?
you're not listening to me. I think this year, before trade deadline, a move will be made to make the defense better. All those guys can't be sitting in the front office in Toronto thinking their defense is
Who
good.
are they gonna? Who do you think they're gonna get?
I don't know.
And what are they gonna trade?
William Nylander.
As much as I want it to happen, I just don't think it's gonna happen.
What are they going to do with
I don't
him?
think Dubas has the balls to do it. Because he has been on record twice now saying they're going to keep Tavares, Marner, Matthews, and Nylander. They're going to keep all 4 of them.
He threw his balls in the wheelbarrow and drove it right over to Tavares and got him.
Okay, but no, he needed to do that.
Oh, shit.
That's how you make a statement, right?
Yes, and he did it.
But
I'm not
but
seeing a lot of
for him
other
to
GMs making statements.
I don't know. Like,
let's talk other preseason guys. We can argue about the Leafs another day.
yeah. You want me to name some?
Who do you like? Who do you like in the preseason?
I like Dylan Dubé a lot.
I do too.
Like, I watched him a few times
I think,
in Regina when he played for Kelowna. And
I think
you're like,
they're going to have a hard time sending this guy down.
They can't. He has played his way borderline top 6.
And he's not cutting into their top 6.
He's making it a hard damn decision not to.
What if he's on that third line? Think about that. Think about that opportunity.
Well, you would have who on the third line? You'd have Janikowski.
No.
On the third line center.
Well, no. Well, you either have
Janikowski,
Ryan
Dubé, and who else? We have Zarnik.
No.
On the third line.
No. You have Frolik.
Oh yeah, Frolik. I forgot about him actually. But the thing with Calgary is they got all these players battling for a spot, right? You got Hathaway.
Hathaway's not making it.
Lazar-
Hathaway. You know what Hathaway's going to be? And I like Hathaway, but you know what
Where
he's
is
gonna
Sam
be?
Bennett playing this year?
Sam Bennett's going to be on the fourth line.
But yeah, people think he's gonna have a breakout year.
A lot of people
Bullshit.
do.
No
I don't
way.
know. I don't know. I've been thinking he was going to every year, but he doesn't. Okay, here's how I got it.
So
I got Goodrow, Monahan, Lindholm on the first line. I've got Backlund,
second line center.
Zarnik. Just listen to me, Blake.
You lost me at Zarnik. Are you serious? Okay, continue. Play out.
I've got Backlund, Zarnik, and Kachuk on my third.
Your second line?
Third, second. Who gives a shit? Name them whatever you want. I got Neil, Ryan, and oh god, I'm getting all messed up here.
Neil, Ryan, and Frolik.
No.
Frolik's on your fourth line.
No, I don't have Frolik on my fourth line. I think you go Monahan, Gaudreau, and Lindholm. Then you got Neil, Ryan.
No, you'll have Neil, Backlund, and Kachuk as your second line.
No, I like Zarnik with Neil.
No way, man. Put Zarnik with Frolik and Derek Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, they're deep. Okay, that's just. Hey, I guess what we're trying to.
Honestly, I would. Flames have a good problem to have.
They do. That's why we're sitting here arguing about it.
They have a lot of forwards in limited spots.
Yes.
So, like, Hathaway's not making it. It's going to be Dubé.
Well, no, Hathaway's
not making the team.
He's going to make it, but he's going to be their scratch. He'll be the guy when they need a tough guy to fill in.
I'd rather
He'll be
have
your
Hathaway
guy.
play minutes in the AHL.
Why? He's not a prospect anymore. He's 26 years old.
Oh, is he 20? I thought he's 24.
No, he's
Oh,
26.
that's
He's not a prospect.
Janikowski's 24.
You know, he's just not. He's not a prospect anymore. He's got it's.
But no, like, seriously, Dubé is good.
What do you do with a guy like Spencer Fu? He's been pretty
AHL.
decent too. I know.
He's
you
got
expect,
options.
Did you expect more out of Glenn Godden in the preseason? Because I kind of did.
Who?
Glenn Godden? Swift Current?
Oh, nah. I didn't really notice him at all.
No, I didn't either. I just kind of thought maybe we would a little bit more.
So,
who else have you liked this preseason? Let's quit talking about the Flames.
Well, let's talk about my favorite player
we're
on
not
that career,
talking about the
Pedersen.
He's looked good.
He's looked really good. And actually,
You know what
who I like though? Plays in St. Louis, Jordan Kyrou.
Yeah.
He's been good. I think that's another one. They're gonna have a tough time sending him home. You know, even with some crowded. I think he's too small to play center, but I think he'll be on like their third line this year.
I think that might be.
He might play with like a Patrick Maroon, right?
Yeah.
See him playing like a Patrick Maroon. Ty Ratty's been really good for the Oilers.
I know, but I have a hard time taking that serious.
No, like
do you have
Ty Ratty
do you have a hard time?
has to rejuvenate his career, and he might have just found the man to do it, Connor McDavid.
Well,
seriously,
I think I could probably score 20 with Connor.
No, honestly, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, Edmonton is in a tough spot right now. They need Ty Ratty. They need Kyler Yamamoto to make the team this year to help out their cap problems and give them some depth scoring, right?
Yeah.
Ty Ratty.
I'm not arguing with you.
They need Ty Ratty to score 20 goals this year. And I think he can play with McDavid because he's a skilled player. He lit it up in the dub, broke records, and he got drafted by St. Louis, didn't stick, and now he has something to prove. And him playing with McDavid might put his career back on the map. Honestly, I could see him scoring 20-25 with McDavid this year. And that, like...
If the Oilers make the playoffs.
I'm not saying that. I am not saying the Edmonton Oilers are making the playoffs because I don't want to...
I did. I
don't want to sound like an idiot when Cam Talbot shits the bed this year.
So I'm not a huge Talbot fan.
I'm just saying. Eric Bransham's impressed me on the Vegas Golden Knights in the back end. I think he was the 15th overall pick a couple years ago. He's a smooth skating D-man. You know, he's solid. Max Pacioretty, he's done good in Vegas. He's again, like you said, they're not playing against NHL talent, but I mean, he looks like a.
So how much?
Like
okay, I'm sitting here looking at these preseason stats.
Yeah,
This is about how serious I take it.
You know, you can't,
because I had to search like hell to find preseason stats.
Oh, what? I type in preseason stats right now. It's NHL preseason stats. The first thing that comes up.
I know what I had to go to CBS.
CBS, yeah.
Who the hell uses CBS?
I know, yeah.
For NHL news, I don't go to CBS.
No, you can't look at stats. But I'm saying, there's been some players.
You know what I've liked about the preseason is that some of these young talents are really, really fun to watch, and it's going to make some of these teams that you maybe wouldn't tune into, teams that you do tune into.
Yeah,
that's what I think is cool.
Like, if Dubé makes a team, I'll watch Calgary games. Like, he is fun to watch. He's fast. He's got great hands and tight.
I like how composed he looks.
He looks so calm out there.
He does.
Like, if they send him down, it's like, boy, like. Like, what do you think that conversation would be like? Oh,
last
year,
year,
you lit up the preseason, but we got to send to the AHL. Like that's like a kick in the face.
But they sent Jankowski down last year.
Smart move.
I know,
wasn't quite ready.
But he had a really good preseason last year, and they sent him down. And when they did bring him up, boy, there's a fire in him.
Well, yeah, like screw you. You made the wrong move.
I know. But what I'm saying is, I don't want them to do that with Dubé. Who's another guy in Calgary that looks really good?
Who's that?
Valimaki. That kid's gonna be good.
He didn't really impress me that much last night.
Whatever, Blake.
I didn't notice him that much.
That's a good thing.
What you just said he impressed you?
Defenseman. I don't. When I notice the most about defensemen is when they screw up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
So if I got an 18-year-old or 19-year-old kid out there
he makes
playing,
a team this year?
No, I don't. But I'm just thinking for the future. That's another guy that looks really, really good.
I'd rather have Valimaki than Michael Stone.
I like it. I like Michael Stone too.
He is garbage. Michael Stone is not good. He is a 7th D-man at best on Calgary. But they don't have another D-man that's better. That's the only reason why he's playing. If I was Calgary, I'd buy him out. He's not that good.
Buy him out.
He's just not
buy out everybody.
He's not that good.
Brower off the books, so
he's not
we
that
can't
good.
be buying out anymore, guys.
Like right now, you got Giordano Brody, Hanifin, Hamonic, Kulak, Stone. That bottom pairing kind of scares me.
Are you going to watch a lot of preseason games this week or not?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Me too. I will. I'm pumped. I'm ready for 10 days from now, Blake.
10 days, yeah.
Good first night of hockey.
Oh, hey,
action.
question though. Do you think Dave Riddick wins the backup job?
Yeah.
Because Tyler Parsons is Tyler or Tyler?
Tyler Parsons isn't. He looks really good.
But he's got nice pads too. Yeah. I love those black.
He's going to be in the AHL this year, and he's going to do well.
Well, the thing with goalies is
I'm not impressed with John Gillies at all.
He didn't look good in China.
No, he doesn't look.
But with goalies,
goalies are
Demko has been trash in the preseason, and I'm not worried. Goalies are so unpredictable. I talked about with a guy on Facebook, and he asked me why don't they rush Demko to the NHL? I said because he's 23 years old, and you got Markstrom and Nielsen under contract for the next year. Carey Price didn't get a chance till he's 25. When goalies are ready, you know. Corey Schneider played 5 years with the Manitoba Moose before they called him up to Vancouver because he wasn't ready. It's all mental.
Well, he was ready. They didn't have him.
They had the Wongo, but I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's all mental with goalies.
Well, it's timing.
It's all timing.
Timing.
You can't rush a goalie when he's 23 years old. You just can't do it. And that's why I think Parsons is going to play another 2 years in the AHL.
You know what I'm excited about, though, too?
Who's that?
In 10 days, we get to talk real hockey.
Yeah.
Talking preseason's fun, but you know what? I'm ready to talk.
I just love the position battles.
I'm ready to talk real hockey, though. Cool Hockey is the #1 place to get NHL jerseys. Every fan wants a fully customized NHL jersey made to NHL specs. Check out coolhockey.com now and use promo code INSIDE20 for 20% off your next jersey purchase. It's time for 3 questions. All right, Blake, it's time for another edition of 3 questions. Last week we did 20 as a special preseason thing.
I was surprised I survived.
But now we're going to take it easy on you, and we're going to do 3 questions. And then as a special at the end of the 3 questions, we've got a question from a listener, and we want to go through that. We also want to talk a little bit about a promotion we're going to have to start this NHL season here on the Debate Hockey Podcast. All right, Blake, you ready?
Yep.
Question number 1. How many games should be played in preseason? How many games should each team play?
4. Maybe 3. What the hell do NHL players need to play 7 games?
I think 5.
Less than that. 4.
No,
4 max.
Here's the way I say 5. Here's why I say 5. Because the first couple, though, we got to play. Yeah, we got to get those.
Got to get the rookies in, see what they got, and then you filter in your NHL. And realistically, NHL players don't need preseason games.
Well, they need some.
They'll need one max. 1 to 2. Seriously.
I think 5's good.
Like 7, 8 games in a preseason.
That's what I'm saying.
Ridiculous.
I think 5.
It's a joke.
Okay. Question number 2. They have announced quite a few third jerseys.
Yeah, well, I'm still waiting for Vancouver's. Like, it's pissing me off.
Which ones do you think are the best, and which ones do you think are the worst?
Ooh. Well, the worst is the Winnipeg Jets. The ugliest jersey I've ever seen
Did
in
that
my
not
life.
disappoint you?
I'm like, okay, like, you could have went with the old logo, brought back, like, what they did with the stadium or with the outdoor game.
I would have been so pumped with the old logo.
And I was kind of disappointed in Calgary's jersey.
I wasn't. You know why I wasn't?
You know what I want? I wanted the horse, man. The black horse. Get that back, baby. It's like my favorite jersey. That was such a cool logo.
God awful.
It was a cool logo.
It's horrible.
Come on.
Freaking horrible.
You gotta like the retro Unizol.
I like retro, and that's what they went
Yeah,
with.
they went back in the 80s. Another one I really like.
You know who's I like?
St. Louis.
I like St. Louis's.
And Arizona's.
Let's go through them.
Well,
I know we shouldn't drag this podcast out much longer, but I want to talk about this. Have you seen them? I got them right here. Let's look at them together here, and let's go through them and let's talk about them. The Jets. We talked about that.
It's gross.
That's not good. That's not good. That's not good.
No.
Okay. San Jose's. What did you think?
I like them. I really think there should be more black jerseys in the NHL.
No,
they look sharp.
I hate black jerseys.
But there's not many people with black jerseys.
Shit. 10 years ago, every team had a black jersey. I hated that when black took over. Everybody had black. And now we're getting away from that a little bit. And I didn't mind this one. The Blues one?
Yeah, I like it.
I like
Old
it.
retro, yeah.
That is good. How about the Flyers going black? I'm not a big fan of that.
It's okay.
It's not horrible.
It's okay.
This one I like.
That one.
The New Jersey Devils.
I love the green.
Oh, that is sweet.
I like it, yeah.
That is sweet.
Oilers, I like the blue.
I think they should be wearing the blue all the time.
Yeah, I don't like the orange. It looks stupid.
The orange should be their third.
Their third, yeah. I agree.
I don't mind it, but it should be their third.
For their 40th year, yeah.
Columbus's I like.
Yeah, but
that's sharp.
They've had that jersey
I know,
before. It's not
and I've liked it.
It's okay.
But they've had it before, and I like it.
I don't like the logo very much.
I like it better than the logo they have now.
Yeah.
Whatever. Colorado.
I like it. Brought back their old logo. Colorado.
Well, it wasn't their old logo. Because Colorado.
It was New Jersey's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind that jersey. That's not bad. Yeah. Calgary's is a blast from the past.
Top one?
Okay.
What the hell is that
The
logo?
Carolina Hurricanes.
Like, they added like another patch or something. Like, it's only supposed to be one. I don't like that jersey at all. There's a lot of teams that haven't released their jerseys.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be one for every team, no?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't know for sure.
You know what? I think Vancouver is waiting.
Till they win a game?
No, okay. Come on. Show us some respect. Till next year, for their 50th anniversary, they're bringing back the skate logo. I think
they are. They announced that.
For next year.
That is sweet.
One of my favorite jerseys of all time.
I know. I even bought one of those. I like
You did?
Oh, yeah. I got one.
Nice. Yeah, I got.
And I'm a Flames fan,
I got a T-shirt.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
That's one of
Arizona,
my favorites.
I guess.
One of my favorite.
Gross.
You don't like that logo?
I hate it.
I like it. You know, it's.
I
like,
just hate
it's back
it.
in the day. Like it's
Now,
retro. I love retro.
The next one that we're going to talk about. When they announced that the Anaheim Mighty Ducks were coming to the league, I was pissed off.
Why?
Because that is the gayest name in all of professional sports. The Mighty Ducks. Freaking dumb.
Hey, that's a good movie though.
Oh God, yeah, if you're 6.
I like the jersey.
But this third jersey they did,
nice.
it's pretty
sharp.
Pretty sharp looking.
They brought back the old colors.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
I'll give them. I give credit where credit's due, and that they did a hell of a job on that one. Okay, that one got drug out a little bit longer because 3 questions is supposed to go quick, and that wasn't so quick. But I think it's fun.
What's question 3?
I think it's fun talking jerseys. I don't know why. Question 3.
Yeah,
you're rushing me.
Okay, just checking.
Jesus. Okay, this is a little bit complicated, so I'm going to have to go slow for you, Blake.
Oh, call me slow?
6 NHL clubs have yet to win a game in the preseason. How relevant do you think that is? And then I'm going to name the 6 to you, and you need to tell me if they're worried or not worried.
Oh my. Okay, go ahead.
The first one we can skip. Ottawa.
Okay, they're gonna win. Okay, honestly, I think they're gonna win like legit 17 games this year.
Okay.
They're gonna go like 17.
No, they're going to win a lot more than that. Okay. New Jersey, worry or not worry?
No.
Washington, worry or not worry? Are they still drunk? I think they're still drunk. I think they're
Party
still,
too hard.
I think they're still drunk. Colorado, worry or not worry?
Philip Grubauer worried.
I think you worry.
A little bit.
I think you worry a little bit if you're Colorado.
Philip Grubauer let in 7 goals.
I know.
I was like, holy shit.
Okay, Los Angeles, worry or no worry?
No. They're a veteran group. They'll figure it out.
They're old as that.
They are old, but
Anaheim, worry or not worry?
nah, they're the same.
Yeah, you don't care about preseason. What in the hell am I doing here?
But no, I don't think teams should worry at all. Like it's preseason.
Okay. You know what? Let's tell our listeners a little bit about a promo that we're going to have that has just started. Because it just started this week because I felt like it started this week. We want fan input. Whether that's tweeting us or Facebooking us or whatever it takes. First, I'll give you some information. Find us on Facebook under Inside Edge Hockey News or under Blake Friars or under Brad Burud. You can message us there or on Twitter.
Yeah.
Blake, what's your Twitter again? At Blake Friars, right?
Friars_Blake, I think it is.
Friars_Blake.
Yeah.
It's FRIARS.
Yeah.
And you can find me, Brad Burud, under Twitter or Inside Edge Hockey under Twitter. That's the best place to get a hold of us.
Yeah.
Please message us. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Ask us questions. And this week we have a listener that he's going to be our first winner. We're going to send out a T-shirt every week through the whole season.
Yep. Cool.
And you message us, and we're going to pick one message every week or one question every week.
Talk about.
We'll talk after 3 questions. We're going to answer a question, and that listener will get a T-shirt sent off to you. Nice T-shirt will say the Debate Hockey Podcast. But this week we have a listener that we got a question from, and we want to go through that. It's a good question. It's a 2-part question, Blake, and it's got us both thinking. It's from Justin Dumoulin from Waterloo, Ontario. And we got a jersey heading your way, Justin. Appreciate it. Thanks. He's been a listener of ours. He listened to our show last week. He answered all 20 of the questions I gave you. Yep. I loved his answers, too. This guy knows what he's talking about. All right, his question for us, I'll read it. It is, since goaltenders have been forced to reduce the size of their equipment, like their gloves, goalie pads, and now this year their chest protector, is the game better now since the equipment is smaller and I guess more challenging for the goaltenders? I'm going to go first here, Blake.
Okay.
I think that goaltenders' equipment should have never got out of control to start with.
Yeah, you're right.
Am I happy about them curbing it down and fixing it? I still don't think they've done enough. I think they're getting better because they really haven't done that much. Last year they worked with the pants a little bit. Now this year they're working with the chest a little bit.
Yeah.
And they worked with the jersey a little bit. I think it's better. I want to make sure goalies are protected, first and foremost. I think they are protected, and I think the changes that are being introduced will protect them just as much as they are. And I think we'll see a little bit more goals from it. I still don't think we're going to see a ton because I think goalies are damn good.
Well, that's the thing.
But how much more goals do we really want? Goals are up. Goals were up last year. And I think they'll be up again this year. We don't need any drastic changes in this league. The stupid things like making the net bigger or doing stupid stuff like that. What we're doing with the goal equipment, I don't want it to get out of control. But I think we're doing the right thing.
I don't know. The thing is with the goalies, they're so quick these days. They're so agile and quick, and they don't really, the equipment doesn't really need, it's fine the way it is. I don't know what do you want to get out of that? Do you want Do you want there to be 7-8 games or 8-7 games?
No.
What?
Well, I don't know.
What do
That's
they
what I've
want
always
out of
wondered
this?
too. That's what I've always wondered too. I think
Players are so much faster, so much more skilled in the last decade. Actually, I'll say the last 5 years. They're almost a step ahead of goalies. Look at the sticks they're making these days.
I still think what the
releases.
goaltenders are doing is amazing. The goaltending is so good in this league.
Well, look at the goal. Look at back in the 80s. The goalies wore nothing.
Well, they played a different style. They stood up more.
Yeah. But not like nowadays, goalies are going down the butterfly every shot.
I mean, going back to Justin's question, I think it's good what they're doing.
But
I'm
on the fence.
But
a
I don't.
little bit.
But you know what? The NHLPA is not going to let it get out of control. So that's good. So it's going to be okay.
But I don't know what the end goal of doing this is.
Just to raise goals just a little bit.
But the players are already good enough to score. So why, like?
They don't want 1-0 games.
Take the they're talking about taking the cheater off the glove and making your pads like it has to be a certain width.
Well, they're not going to do the gloves.
Well, the way they're going down that road.
Well,
pretty
you
soon
know what?
The goalie's going to be wearing nothing.
It was ridiculous the way it was getting. I had a conversation.
Yeah, Jay Shagir wears pads up to his waist.
Eddie Belfour used to sew on extra pads on the outside of his pads to make them stick out further.
No, I know.
When you're modifying pads, that's not cool.
No, it's not good.
That's not cool. He's got a part 2 to this question. Okay. Let's get to that.
Yeah, sure.
It is, if you two have the choice to change or tack on any more equipment for either the goalies or the players, what would it be, or would you leave it the way it is?
Well,
you've kind of answered it already. You kind of think just leaving it the way it is. I think let's modify it so that the goalie pads fit them and protect them. And then if the games stay 2-1, then I'm good with that. And if they're 4-3, I'm good with that.
To answer his question,
no.
Add equipment to players,
well, I think
unless you got babies like Gaudreau, they're wanting to get in slash, wear thicker gloves.
No,
is that his question?
No, he's
wear slash guards or whatever.
No, that's not what he's saying. No, Blake. Come on, Blake. Do I gotta punch you here?
No.
Justin knows. Justin's got his stuff together, and he's asking a good question here.
No, I know, but but what more else can you protect a player with?
There, you've answered it.
There's nothing you can do.
Because he said, or if at all. So you answered it.
Yeah.
You don't want to do any more?
No.
I think what you need to do, you need to take care of the goalies, make the pads a little bit, trim them down a little bit so it's fair, and then go with it. Because I think this league's great. I think what we're doing, if anything, I'd like to see them tone the sticks down just a hair.
What, goalie sticks?
No, Blake, player sticks.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I think this league's heading in the right direction.
Yeah, it is.
It's exciting as can be right now, and the young talent is there, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
And it's good.
Yeah, I can't wait until regular season starts so we can talk about some real stuff here.
But thanks again for the question, Justin. We got that T-shirt. We'll be getting them in this week and get one right out to you. Please, we appreciate you listening to the show, and anybody else that's got any questions for us, give Blake some good ones. This guy's got an attitude problem tonight, so we gotta give him a good question for this next week.
He's fired up about stupid shit.
All right, thanks again for listening to the debate, and we'll check you next week. We preview show next week will be the last show right before the regular season starts, and it should be a good one
on Sunday, right?
Yep.
Season starts Monday, right?
Wednesday the 3rd.
Yeah,
so
3rd.
10 days away, guys. NHL regular season, and we're excited.
Inside Edge Hockey News. Dropping the gloves. And stirring the pot.
It's Taylor Hall. Who else? Nathan McKinnon.
He is tattooed by Bufflin.
Thanks for listening to the Debate Hockey Podcast. Check out InsideEdgeHockeyNews.com for all your hockey news. Follow us on all forms of social media, and make sure you download the debate on your favorite podcatcher. Check us out on Spreaker, SoundCloud, iTunes, iHeart, and YouTube. A special thanks goes out to our sponsor, CoolHockey.com. Make sure you check out their website, use promo code INSIDE20, and save 20% off your next jersey purchase. Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoy this week's hockey action.
Saved by Anderson. Couturier, the sweep set up. Gibson robs Tierney. Saving the game.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of The Debate Hockey Podcast with your host, Brad Burud. For more great content and to stay up to date, visit InsideEdgeHockeyNews.com and on Twitter at InsideEdgeHOCKE and Facebook at Inside Edge Hockey News. We'll catch you next time.
This has been a production of Inside Edge Hockey News Radio, copyrighted and distributed by the Inside Edge Hockey Media Group.